Reporting services, analysis services, gateways, and more. That's coming up. Hi, I'm Adam Saxton, and today's Thursday, which means we're going to do our information roundup like we do every Thursday here on Guy in the Cube. I was out last week because of Christmas, and so I'm going to catch you up on what's been happening over the last 2 weeks. First up on the list, we released SQL Server 2016 CTP 3.2. With that, we had some great items from both reporting services and analysis services. So the first item that we're going to talk about is reporting services. For reporting services, we announced a couple of big things. First was a new portal. This is a new facelift on reporting services. It's much more modern looking, and it also ties in the next item that we announced, which is the mobile reports. So mobile reports are a new way to design reports. These are based on the DataZen technology that we acquired, and you can use the mobile report publisher to create those mobile reports and deploy those to a reporting services instance. You can then consume those mobile reports either through the new portal that's available or through the Power BI mobile app, which can connect to your local on-premise reporting services and serve up those mobile reports to you. Another item that's part of this release is the KPI functionality. So right now you can go and create KPIs directly in the portal itself. There are some limitations with it, so be sure to check out what you can and can't do right now with the KPIs, and those will be improving as we move towards RTN. I'll also mention a blog post by Chris Finland where he actually does a complete walkthrough from start to finish of how to get up and running with those mobile reports and KPIs. He actually walks through on like how to even set up the VMs to even get the instance up and running. So be sure to check that out. Next on the list is analysis services. Let's go and take a look at what came with CTP 3.2. We previously announced the 1200 compatibility level with analysis services databases, and with the 3.2 release of SQL Server 2016, we are now introducing the ability to script against those compatibility level 1200 databases. This was something that was missing in the last release, so now you can actually go ahead and make use of that JSON capability. Also, we've added the capability to use calculated tables. This was previously introduced with Power BI and is now available with analysis services. Direct query is also enabled for compat level 1200 databases, as well as a few other items that you'll want to go check out. Next on the list is an update for the Power BI Gateway for Enterprise. And with this update, we've enabled the ability to do live connections to analysis services, both for multidimensional and tabular. Yep, multidimensional's there. You can go and create an Enterprise Gateway and then set up a data source that's connecting to analysis services. And then from Power BI Desktop, go and connect to a live AS database, either through multidimensional or tabular. The functionality here is very similar to how the analysis services gateway worked. So we will pass your email address that you signed into Power BI as the effective username going down to the AS server. So that email address has to match up with a UPN in your Active Directory. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to log into the AS server. As we go forward, the Enterprise Gateway with the analysis services functionality will be replacing the analysis services connector. And there's documentation on how to upgrade your existing AS connectors to the Enterprise Gateway, so go check that out. Also with this Enterprise Gateway release is the ability to connect to SAP HANA using direct query. The direct query functionality is very similar to how SQL Server works, so we don't actually pass all the end users' email addresses, we just use the credential that you set up in the data source. So if you're using SAP HANA, go check this out. Next on my list is a blog post by Marco Russo where he looks at the state of Power BI, really kind of looking back at 2015 and everything that's happened. One of the sentiments that he tries to get across in this blog post, and I've heard it from a lot of other folks as well, is that there are a lot of features coming out for Power BI, and it's coming out kind of like a fire hose, and so just keep that momentum. So definitely go check out this blog post, see what his thoughts were on where we're at with Power BI in 2015, and see if you agree with those. Last on my list is a little bit of Star Wars fun. So this post comes from Gil Reviv, who was a senior program manager on the Excel team, but he looked at, there's actually an API out there for Star Wars that you can go and grab data from. It includes all the information from The Force Awakens, the new Star Wars movie that came out. And so if you want to get a data set put together that has some Star Wars data in it, Go check out these APIs. He kind of walks through how he did it with Power BI Desktop using JSON functionality, and he actually shares that Power BI Desktop file with you. So you can go and check that out and see how he did it. Okay, those were my items for this last week or two. Let me know what you thought. Did you find these as exciting as I did? Are you excited about the new CTP release for reporting services and analysis services? And what about all the Power BI updates that we've had in 2015? I'd love to hear your comments. Go and leave those down below and let me know what you thought. Also, as always, the links to all the items I referenced are in the description below. If this is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe. Every Thursday I do an information roundup just like this, where I take a look at the last week and find the items that I found interesting and share those out with you. Every Tuesday I take a look at a technical item where I either look at how something works, take a look at a new feature, or how to troubleshoot something. And really, this is about you. I want to help you be more effective and successful in the things that you do. So go ahead and subscribe and be part of the conversation.